my name is Sarah, and I went to Reju Stem for stem cells to treat my type 1 diabetes. I have been a type 1 diabetic for 44 years and just wanted to try something different than regular insulin injections. Got some complications, early stage kidney issues. I've had diabetic retinopathy issues with my eye. Diabetes, even if well controlled, still has complications. It's been honestly miserable. I battle with just the constant vigil of 24/7 care of being your own pancreas. And I've done multiple daily injections. I've tried several different pumps. I've been on the Medtronic pump, the Omnipod pump. I'm currently on a Tandem T-Slim that I like, that has a Control IQ functionality that's helping control, but it still isn't easy. They always refer to diabetes as manageable, but it's like managing a 2-year-old. Stem cell therapy, I had first explored it 2 years ago, and my quote was over $30,000 to get treatment. And I was reading about stem cell therapy and the regenerative, how these cells can turn into other types of cells, and it just intrigued me that this is a possibility. There was also one woman on the internet, her name is Linda, and she's claiming that stem cell therapy got her off insulin entirely. So when I ended up talking to Reju Stem, I let them know that that price point was way too high for me. Can we come down and explore options? And going to Colombia was much cheaper than trying to pursue it in the States. Not to mention that the treatment, I wanted to have cells put into my pancreas or near my pancreas. By putting the cells near the pancreas, that I might possibly have a few living cells there, and that the regenerative medicine that from the stem cells I received could start turning into insulin producing cells. What Reju Stem offered me was a guarantee of a 20% drop in A1C or 20% drop in my insulin usage. And even that, if I have a 20% drop in either of those, would be a sign that I'm making insulin again. Well, my last treatment was on Friday, and my initial notice of things changing was my arthritis pain decreased. I have arthritis really bad in my feet, and it hurts when I walk, and I was walking around all over the streets in Colombia and not having pain. So that was amazing to me. I've also had a tiny drop in my basal rate. So my insulin pump, I was at a basal rate of 0.70 per hour, and I already backed it down to 0.63. So, I mean, it's fractional, but it's a sign that like things are changing. But even if I got a couple years out of these cells and with my life improved, I know it's going to add years to my life. I was very impressed with Colombia. Everybody was super nice. The people that came to pick me up from the hotel and return me after my treatments made me feel at home and cared for. And the landscape of Colombia is just absolutely stunning. The lush green is just like Seattle, and I felt at home, but even more tropical plants and beauty. After having stem cells, I just feel more hope towards the future of treating type 1 diabetes. I mean, for years it's just been more insulin, but now that we've got stem cells, there's more options to treat T1 from the source issue of not producing insulin. I'm just definitely looking forward to 3 months from now. It's like I feel like it can't come fast enough because I want to see the results immediately. Just having the patience to let the cells grow and thrive. Like I'm already on an anti-inflammation diet and cutting back on my alcohol, making sure I get enough sleep, doing the things to help the cells survive. Brock was incredibly familiar with Reju Stem and also Odin Stem Cells, who I had also talked to before and had my original quote from. The fact that Reju Stem offered any kind of guarantee with the stem cells really sold me on choosing them over other companies.